Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about the poem The Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope. The poem is perhaps the most outstanding example in the English language of the genre of mock epic. The epic had long been considered as one of the most serious of literary forms. It had been applied in the classical period to the lofty subject matter of love and war and the Christian faith. The Rape of the Lock is a humorous indictment of the vanities and idleness of the 18th century high society. Basing his poem on a real incident among families of his acquaintance, Pope intended his verses to cool hot tempers and to encourage his friends to laugh at their own folly. The strategy of Pope's mock epic is not to mock the form itself, but to mock his society in its very failure to rise to epic standards, exposing its pettiness by casting it against the grandeur of the traditional epic subjects and the bravery and fortitude of epic heroes. Pope's mock heroic treatment in The Rape of the Lock underscores the ridiculousness of a society in which values have lost all proportion and the trivial is handled with gravity and solemnity that ought to be accorded to truly important issues. The society on display in this poem is one that fails to distinguish between things that matter and the things that do not. The poem mocks the men it portrays by showing them as unworthy or of a form that suited a more heroic culture. Thus, the mock epic resembles the epic in that its central concerns are serious and often moral, but the fact that the approach must now be satirical rather than earnest is symptomatic of how far the culture has fallen. Pope constantly manipulates traditional gender roles to satiric effect. He portrays Belinda, the poem's protagonist, alternately as an epic hero preparing for the battle. The poem thus describes Belinda in specifically male terms heroism, battle, anger. Other women in the poem similarly demonstrate masculine characteristics. Thalestris displays her prowess on the battlefield, while Clarissa provides a weapon to Baron. By contrast, the men act with feminine delicacy, fainting during the battle. Pope figures Baron in mostly feminine terms. He is a fope, willing to prostrate himself before the altar of love, and he cannot act on his desire without the explicit assistance of a woman. All this gender manipulation calls attention to the perverse behaviors of this fictional society. The poem certainly alludes to the expected behavior of each gender role. Women should act with modesty, while men should embody heroic and chivalric ideals. However, these characters flout the rules of traditional society. Pope frequently focuses on the place of women in society throughout the corpus of his poetry, and it was a popular topic in the early 18th century. The Rape of the Lock is not, however, concerning the evils of women. It instead makes a considered exploration of society's expectations for women. The rules of 18th century society dictate that a woman attract a suitable husband while preserving her chastity and virtuous reputation. Pope renders this double standard dramatically in his depiction of Belinda's hair, which attracts male admirers, and its petticoat counterpart, which acts as a barrier to protect her virginity. Of course, a woman who compromised her virtue, either by deed or reputation, usually lost her place in respectable society. The poem demonstrates Pope's anxieties concerning the state of religious piety during the early 18th century. Pope was Catholic, and in the poem, he indicates his concern that society has embraced objects of worship rather than God. His use of religious imagery reveals this perversion. The rituals he depicts in the first and second cantos equate religion with secular love. During Belinda's totality, the poem imbues the Bibles and love letters on a dressing table with equal significance. Thank you.